This is the 2KMC, and my juices are flowing because it's time.
Our broadcast tonight coming to you, and with well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And for the Knicks, they've got Robinson. Kevin Love out there with Gallinari. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. Now here's Paul to the middle. Stolen by Thompson. Paul against Oladipo. The pass to Millsap. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Well, every year, Doris, despite the expert predictions, there are always big surprises. Some things that come out of the blue, or they're fun to watch.
We tend to use that word expert lightly because you never know, despite collections of talent, who's going to work well together, who develops their chemistries, what injuries play a part in a particular season. Are there mid-season trades that sort of maybe change the chemistry and the makeup of a particular roster? So listen, predictions, take them with a grain of salt. You never know how an NBA season might play out.
And that's why we love the regular season so much. Long, yes, but so many different twists and turns along the way.
No doubt.
Now Robinson, after Westbrook's missed 3. Paul left side. Shot clock at 6. Love outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
There's a certain rhythm and pace to the way Kevin Love plays the game. He knows when to spot up off the pass.
Westbrook against Paul. Trying to get open is Thompson. Westbrook with the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Paul. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
And here's Ingles outside.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done. You know, you think back to the history of players in the NBA and who can match up to the intensity of Russell Westbrook. This guy goes full speed, 100% every second he's on the floor, and regardless of how you rate Westbrook, you have got to admire what he brings nightly.
Knicks on defense, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Oladipo against Ingles, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Hachimura. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Westbrook with the bucket. And Doris with Westbrook, that competitive fire, an edge he plays with, can rub some opponents the wrong way.
It can, Kevin, and to be honest, Russell Westbrook probably wants it exactly that way. He's beloved by so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Westbrook. Coming off a solid outing against Miami.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And it's sent back by Millsap. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Westbrook. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Robinson. Ball against Westbrook. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. 5 to shoot. Robinson for 3. Not going to go that time. It's a tie game in New York. And whoop. And playing at the center as opposed to his customary.
The adjustment for me has just...
The league in general, GA, going smaller. Love finding himself more and more moving up to the 5.
Yeah, he can certainly rebound at that position, and his perimeter shooting at the 5 makes him a tough cover.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
We've got Kevin Love. Joe Ingles is out there with Gallinari. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. They get it back. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Westbrook against Paul, and there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Back to Thompson. The Wizards working the ball around now. For 3, Westbrook. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Wizards. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Hachimura, another one falls for Washington.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
Now here's Paul. Passes it to Robinson. Pass to Gallinari. Stolen. Westbrook with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Oladipo, the pass to Hachimura. The shot from the low post is good. Hachimura's got his second basket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
To halt the run and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the team.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Pass to Ingles. Paul looking around. Clock at 6. Down low. Love inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 2-point Wizards lead. Westbrook passes to Oladipo. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
The combination of sheer muscle and speed of Victor Oladipo. You can't stop this guy. So excellent at finishing over aggressive defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Oladipo against Robinson. Paul outside. Kicks it to Love. Over Thompson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 7 points for Kevin Love.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Oladipo left side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Love.
Well, Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
Good on the second free throw. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points. Thanks for joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Wizards. They lead by 4. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Russell Westbrook, Hachimura out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Ingles. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 to shoot. Love wide open. He fires. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to Thompson. Outside Millsap. Oladipo outside. For 3, Westbrook drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
Well, Russell Westbrook, he's not super efficient from 3, but if you give one, he's going to give it right back.
Here's Paul. The shot will not fall. Now the Wizards take it the other way.
And one issue that has been a trouble spot for the Wizards for years now, outside shooting.
You know what, Greg, last year they made a real attempt to take more threes. So they do that, but then they finished 4th worst in three-point percentage. That is not a recipe for success. Listen, they know they want to be a team that can shoot from deep, but they've got to find more consistency, right?
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Shoots from 14. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
He goes up again. Count it. Good. And now a 9-point Wizards lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Robinson against Oladipo. The pass to Love. All up top. Over Westbrook. Love trying to break loose. New York, no good that time either. Oladipo with the ball. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. And the rejection by Love.
Well, Kevin Love, such a smart defender. Send it back.
And that one's good. Millsap.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Doris among NBA big men, Kevin Love with some of the best hands you'll find in the league.
No doubt, Kevin, and that's going to help in his shooting game, his passing game, and his rebounding game. This is one of the most skilled bigs we've seen in the history of the league.
Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. To the inside. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Ingles.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Wizards. Here's
Westbrook. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Good work defensively by Paul. Down low, throws up, throws down the breakaway jam.
You simply can't afford to lose sight of Joe Ingles in open space. This guy understands how to take advantage.
Here's Oladipo. The rebound by Kevin Love. Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Shoots the three. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Paul.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 7, and Millsap, here we go. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Love.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts in getting to the rack.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And here is Paul. 11 points in the game. Takes the 13-footer, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And guys, when Paul kicks it up a notch, it's thrilling to watch. Always in attack mode. Great at looking for his shot and making the D pay.
4 seconds left. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply...
The third quarter comes to a close. Wizards out front. They're up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Paul out there with Robinson. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Love in at the 5. Down low. That's the 5 for New York right now.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
Passes it to Ingles. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Westbrook. They get it again. Tries it again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, over time, Russell Westbrook has worked on perfecting that up fake. He takes pride in getting the defenders off their feet.
They can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
Well, you knew the Knicks were going to try and make a huge splash over the summer in free agency.
But you know this, Greg. Sometimes you swing hard at the pitch and you miss. And that's one of the problems of putting all your eggs in the free agency basket.
And here we go. Washington fast break. It's Oladipo on the wing, defended by Paul. Oladipo, the pass to Millsap. Fades away. Good on the shot.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Robinson against Oladipo. Kicks it out to Love. Knocked loose. Wizards leading by 6. Millsap dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Hachimura. The feed now to Millsap. Lays it up off the glass. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Out to the right wing. Thompson against Love. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Oladipo's running, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Oladipo's so fast off the ground. When the defense is playing off him, boy, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Love. It's good on the putback.
From the moment he entered the league, Kevin Love has been one of the top offensive rebounders in the NBA. Simply tenacious.
And 1:01 left in the game. Here's Oladipo trying to get open as Thompson. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Westbrook.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Wizards.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Now, here's Oladipo. And so it's the Wizards with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.